Hello, welcome to today's video. My name is Olaniran. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to work with layers panel in Adobe Illustrator. Let's jump into it right now. So to work with layers panel in Adobe Illustrator, you need to click on this area in your panel area. Click on layers. Now the only thing you are seeing here is layer 1. And why is layer important in Adobe Illustrator? Layers is actually important because all the object will reverse everything you import into Adobe Illustrator as object. All the thing, all the objects you'll be working with in Adobe Illustrator can be in layers so that it can help you to stay organized and to be able to edit a certain part of the layers. Okay, everything is stacked into layers and you can decide to reorganize it by changing the layers. Okay, for example, if you have multiple layers there, you can decide to make layer 2 the first layers and layer 1 now the second layers, depending on what you intend to do. So now basically to create layers, what you need to do is to click on this plus icon here. Can you see? Create a new layers. So now I can now change my new layers name to, let's assume, circle. Okay, circle. Then let's assume I rename this to be what? Square. So we are going to be working with this. So now if I know I want to add any object to any of these layers, all I need to do is to click on the layer, then come back to my hardboard area and start working over there. So now we have square here. So let's quickly draw a square shape here by clicking on our rectangle tool, then hold on to your shift and draw a what? A rectangle shape, a square shape rather. So now this is our this is our square layers now, and we have been able to draw a square layer here. Okay, good. Now let's move over to our circle area. Then we are going to draw multiple circles there. So this is circle now. Take note of what happened there. Okay, my square layers is still activated, right? Good. And I'm trying to draw a circle shape. Can you see what happened there? Everything joined into one layer. I will explain that later. So now just make sure you toggle on the layers you want to work on before working on your hardboard. So now I'll click on circle, then I'm going to draw my circle. So basically, we have the square layer for the square shape, and we have the circle layer for the circle shape. Okay, so if you want to show an outline mode of this layer here, all you have to do, if you want to, okay, before I explain that, let's assume you want to hide any of these layers. What you need to do is to click on this hide area here. Can you see? Can you see the toggles actually control the what? The visibility. So if we click on it, can you see? You will see that we can't see our square again, right? Can you see now? Good. You can't see our square again, right? So if I do the same thing for circle also, you can't see it again until I toggle on the what? The visibility. So I cannot decide to change this. Maybe I want to view the outline mode. Maybe I want to view my layers in outline mode. What I need to do is to go to the layer, then come to this eye here and press Control plus the eye. And you see now it has actually changed to outline outline mode. So now with this, I'm able to see the areas. Let's assume I'm working outside my hardboard and I know that everything I'm saving is going to be within my hardboard. With the help of toggling on these outline layers, I'll be able to see all the things I have access in terms of all the things I have access outside my what? Outside my hardboard. Can you see now? So it's as simple as that. And for me to toggle on the shape back to the normal mode, all I have to do is to click on the control and the I also. So can you see now? So basically, we have our shape back, right? Good. So it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So remember, I told you that your layers panels helps you to stay organized. Okay, it helps you to stay organized. And with this, it means that you can actually have multiple objects on a layer. Okay, it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean that because you are working with layers now, you can now, when you want to write a text, you need to create a new layer. When you need to draw a circle, you need to create a new layer. When you need to draw a rectangle, you need to create a new layer. When you import an image, you need to create a new layer. No, it doesn't matter. Do you get my point now? It's not compulsory you do that. Okay, the function of your layers is to help you to stay organized. Okay, it will help you to stay organized. So you can just look at how you want to group your elements. You can just look at how you want to what, how you want to group your elements. Okay, so let's assume I want to have all my shapes in one layer. All I need to do is just to have a layer. Okay, I can work with the existing ones. So I can decide now to rename this. I can decide now to rename these two shapes instead of having just circles there. So I can decide to rename these with shape. Then I will make sure that this layers is actually what? On now. So can you see that I'm on this layer? So I can now go on and create all the shapes I want to create. Let's assume I want to create a square. Okay, I'm done with square. I still want to create a polygon. Okay, I want to create a polygon shape. I'm done with that. I still want to create a star shape. So can you see now? So can you see now? It's as simple as that. So you can see now that all my shapes is actually in one layers. Let's confirm that by clicking on this visibility area so that we can change it to, so that we won't be able to see it. So I toggle off the visibility area here now. Can you see what happens to all my shape? Can you see what happens to all my shape now? All my shape has actually disappeared because I toggle off the visibility of the layers now. So if I toggle it on, then I have, sorry for that, I have all my shapes back, right? Good. So this one also, I can decide to delete this square here. Then I'm going to have my layers empty. Then I can now group this one as my test. Let's have it as test. Let's have it as test. Then I can make use of my test tool here. Then my name is Olaniro John. My name is Olaniro John. What's your own name? Okay, okay. So I can remember we can have multiple objects on a layer. Okay. So um I'm the instructor. I'm the instructor for AI design made me easy. Let's just leave it like that. AI design made what? Easy. Okay. So good. So I've actually renamed this to be my test, right? And I have all my tests here. Can you see now? So I can decide to what? To toggle it off. Do you get my point now? So you can decide to change the order of arrangement of your test by right clicking on it. You right click, then you drag it. So can you see now? You right click, then you do what? You drag it. So you can actually drag it up or down. So with that, it helps you to, let's create multiple layers so that you can see. Let's just write my name here, Johnny. Okay, so now we have three layers. Anything is not on this layer now. Can you see now? But just to show you how you can actually reorganize. So I can decide to move this one by clicking, by right clicking, then drag it up or down. So if I drag it down, can you see where we have it now? So if I drag it up, we're going to have it over here. right? Good. It's as simple as that. Okay. Okay. So, and there's also an option for you to merge your layers. Okay. There's an option for you to merge your layers. And how do you do that? Let's assume I want to merge my shapes and text together. I want to merge the layers together. What I need to do is to click on my text layer. Okay. Is to click on my text layer, then drag it into the what? Into the shapes area. So with that, I've been able to what? To merge the two layers together. And take note of something. Even in your group layers, your other element, all this shape can still stand alone as a layer. Okay. And let's look at how that one is actually possible. This is our layers for text now. Okay. These are our layers for both shapes and text because we have actually merged it together. Okay. So now, if you click on this area now, this now, so it's going to show you the part of what? Of each shape. Do you get my point now? Remember, the function of your layers is just to help you to stay organized and to be able to edit all the elements you have, okay, without affecting the one you intend not to work with. Do you get my point now? So you can decide to toggle it off, toggle it on. So I believe with this now, you have been able to understand how to work with layers. I've actually explained how you can create a layer now. I've explained how you can create a layer, how you can rename your layer, how you can reorganize your layer, and how you can actually merge two layers together. So that's basically how layers work. So now, before I end this video, I'm going to show you a very organized layers project here in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, then so we are going to work with this we are going to work with this now. Okay, we are going to work with this. And I got this document. I'm not the originator of this document. I got this document directly from Adobe website. Okay, so this disclaimer now, this document you are seeing right now, this design you are seeing right now is only meant for education purpose. Okay, it's only meant for what? Education purpose. So this is a simple design now, right? Okay, this is a UI design for a segment on a website or an app. So basically this is everything here, right? But it will be difficult if you are not organized to be able to edit any of this part without losing details. So now let's look at how they work with layers to be able to stay organized with this project. Toggle on the layers panel. Good. So what can you see here now? Remember I told you earlier that with the help of layers you can what? Stay organized and group related elements together. Look at what they have here. Headers. What are those things we have there under the headers? When you click on this drop down icon here now, you are going to see. So if I begin to start toggle off the visibility, then you will see all the affected areas. So basically now, everything you have here stand for your what? Stand for your headers. Okay, so if I start toggling it off now, can you see? Can you see? Can you see now? Good. So everything here makes up the what? Everything is here now. Make up the header what? Layers now. So can you see? So I can decide now to toggle off the entire headers layer. Okay. So I'll just click on it now. Good. It's as simple as that. So here now is our footer. Okay. Can you see all the icon they have here? One, two, 3, 4 stand as your what? As your footer. So I can decide to toggle off everything by clicking on this now. So can you see now? Good. Now this is the body of the design now, and that is where everything here comes into what? Into place. So I can decide to edit this now. Okay, good. So you can see basically how layers work. Okay, so make use of layers to be able to stay organized. And note, note, well, if you are working on a single layer, it doesn't mean that they are going to change the arrangement of what you have. Okay, and that one you can basically see here. All this shape we have here is on one layer, but it doesn't affect the position we have it there. And if you move it and change the position, it doesn't affect the layers also. Okay, it doesn't affect the layers. Okay, the function of your layer is to group related element and stay organized. So make use of layers to what? To stay organized and group related element. See you in the next video.